What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go on my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube every Sunday and Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Now let's get started. Now Smackdown was a solid show tonight. That's all I gotta say. It was just a solid show tonight. WWE Smackdown kicks off with highlights of last week's show. We see the segment between the Bloodline and the Usos attacking Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Live in the arena, the Usos come down to the ring in a loud pop from the crowd. This was a pretty good segment by the Usos. The fans with loud Uso chant. Jay starts off by saying the Bloodline, but Jimmy tells him to stop. Jay looks at him and says the Usos are now in your city. Jimmy says he is feeling good, and he asks Jay how he is feeling. The fans chant Usi. Jay says they are about to fight their family. Jay Uso says family doesn't do that. Family is supposed to lift each other up. Make sure from the bottom to the top of that have their backs. From day one to the end. Jimmy cuts him off and says it sounds to him like he made an absolute perfect choice. Jay says they still love Roman Reigns. Love Roman Reigns too. He is the tribal chief for 3 years. They were in the trenches together. They did what he asked them to do. He says where Roman mess up is that he disrespect them. Jimmy says they were raised on respect, and that is huge. It's not about falling in line, but they fell in line, and they became the most dominant faction in WWE. But then they got disrespected. Jimmy Uso says Roman Reigns is now on the island of Ravishing alone. Jimmy Uso says they can't forgive the ones outside of the house. If you follow the rats, they will lead to Snake, and the biggest snake is Paul Heyman. Jimmy Uso says Paul Heyman claimed that for 40 years he respected their family, but how can Roman Reigns respect someone like Paul Heyman? Jay Uso says now they will go to London and go to civil war with the Bloodline. Um, Jay Uso says they are the biggest tag team in the world. Jay Uso says on July 1st in London at the O2 is locked down. Solo and Roman welcome to the Uso penitentiary. That was a pretty good segment by the Usos. So we'll go to commercial break. So we get Rey Mysterio versus LA Knight. This match was okay for what it was. It was just okay. The bell rings. We are on the way. LA Knight went right hands and he slammed Ray into the turnbuckle. He throws Ray to the ropes, but Ray kicks him in the face, and he throw LA Knight in the corner. Ray claim. I'm sorry, I'm not claim. Ray climbed the second rope and hits LA Knight with their right hands. LA Knight lifts Ray up by the legs, but Ray used his momentum with his legs and gets him leaning on the second rope. Ray hits him with the 619, and LA Knight falls to the outside of the ring. Commercial break. LA Knight throws Ray to the rope, but Ray hits him with a back elbow followed by a DDT. He goes for the cover, but LA Knight kicks out. Ray with a kick to the side of the head, and LA Knight falls onto the second rope. Ray goes for the 619, but LA Knight catches him. He lifts Ray up, but Ray lands on his feet. Ray grabs LA Knight, but LA Knight flips him as Ray lands on his feet, and LA Knight hits him with the blunt force trauma. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, LA Knight. This match was okay for what it was. But I got a bad feeling that LA Knight is not going to win Money in the Bank. WWE is going to give this to Logan Paul. I'm telling you. I can see it coming right now. After the match, LA Knight tries to take Rey Mysterio's mask off, but Santos Escobar runs down and makes the save as LA Knight leaves the ring. We cut backstage to see Solo Sikoa walking with Paul Heyman. Rich Hollins pass by Solo and Solo hits him with the Samoa spike. Solo walks away and as Paul Heyman grabs his phone and calls Roman Reigns. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Adam Pearce and Sheamus are checking on Rich Holland. Adam Pearce asks a WWE official to get Paul Heyman. Um, Sheamus says that's not good enough and walks away. We we cut we cut to the ring and Sheamus walks out and he challenges Solo Sikoa to a match later tonight. So we get the WWE and NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Unification Championship match. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, um, versus Elsa Dawn and Elbow Fire. This match was good. This tag team match was good. The bell rings. We are underway. Raquel Rodriguez is hitting at ringside. Elbow Fire and Shayna Baszler start the match. Both women with right hands, but Shayna Baszler with kicks. She throws Elbow Fire to the ropes, but Elbow Fire with a back elbow. Elsa Dawn is tagging and they double team Shayna Baszler. Elsa Dawn goes for the cover, but Shayna Baszler kicks out. Ronda Rousey is tagging and she takes Elsa Dawn down, but Elsa Dawn kicks her away. Elbow Fire is tagged back in and they double team Ronda Rousey. Elbow Fire goes for the cover, but Ronda kicks out. The Elsa Dawn kicks. Elsa Dawn knocks Shayna Baszler off the ring apron. Elsa Fire with the meteor onto Ronda Rousey. She goes for the cover, but Shayna Baszler breaks it up. Elsa Dawn and Shayna Baszler fight to the outside. Elbow Fire with a kick onto Ronda Rousey's leg. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Ronda Rousey and Elbow Fire are in the ring. Ronda Rousey with a ankle lock, but Alba Fire gets to her feet and kicks Ronda Rousey away. Shayna is tagged in and she hits Elsa Dawn with a right hand off the ring apron. She hits Alba Fire with a knee to the face. She goes for the cover, but Alba Fire kicks out. She kicks Shayna Baszler away, and Elsa Dawn is tagged in. Elsa Dawn knocks Ronda off the ring apron. Ronda Rousey with the Kafuda Shannon Baszler with a Kafuta clutch, but Abafray with a swanton off the top rope. Breaks it up. Ronda Rousey gets in the ring as she and Abafire fights to the outside. Elsa Dawn makes the tag to Elsa Abafire. Um, and Ronda Rousey gets in the ring. Ronda Rousey with a armbar on Elsa Dawn and Shannon Baszler with the Kafuta clutch on Abafire. As Alpha and down, Alpha and Elsa Dawn tops out. The winner and your new unified women's WWE Tag Team Champions, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. That tag team match was good. Ronda Rousey gets on the microphone and asks Raquel what she is doing there in the first place. Raquel says she wants a rematch for the titles that we never lost. As Shannon asks who he is, out comes Liv Morgan as both teams are face to face. Thank you. Thank God Liv Morgan is back. And that's all I gotta say. Thank God Liv Morgan is back. Then we get the Grayson Waller effect. Pretty deadly. This segment didn't do nothing for me. Grayson Waller welcomes Pretty Deadly to the show. They say that this is their favorite talk show and is much better than the KO show. Grayson Waller says it's good to have people with good manners, and as Americans don't have good manners. Grayson Waller says they have been there for 2 months and have so much success in the tag team division. And next week in London, England, they face Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, the tag team champions, which is pretty deadly. It's not going to win next week, and that's all I gotta say. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to retain. Pretty Deadly calls London the best city, and they are taking this seriously. But they don't feel like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are giving them the same kind of respect. The fans chant, "Shut up!" Pretty Deadly says they have won champions before, and that is not surprising. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn can continue arguing with each other, but Pretty Deadly have been on the same page for the last 3 years and will continue to be on the same page. Grayson Waller says he is not surprised. They should talk about last week when Pretty Deadly were the Iron Man of the tag teams. They beat five of the best teams in all of WWE in one match in one night. Grayson Waller says it was inspiring. Pretty Daily calls themselves the Iron Man of Friday Night SmackDown. They say there were times they did not think they can continue beating five teams. Pretty Daily put over the other five tag teams, but talk about how they beat them. Out comes the Street Profits. They challenge Pretty Daily to a match next. So we'll go to commercial break. So we get the Street Profits versus Pretty Daily. This was a decent tag team match. The bell rings. We are underway. Four and Kid Wilson start the match. Four with right hands and Dawkins is tag in. They double team Kid Wilson. Prince is tag in and they double team Dawkins. Prince goes for the cover, but Dawkins kicks out. Prince climbs the second rope and jumps, but Dawkins with a right hand. Montez Ford is tagging. Montez Ford with a chop to the chest. Prince is thrown to the outside of the ring. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Kit Wilson and Ford are in the ring. Both men are on the top rope and Ford falls onto Kit Wilson. Dawkins and Prince are in the ring. Dawkins with right hands, followed by a spinning elbow. Dawkins with a underhook spin. He goes for the cover, but Prince kicks out. Dawkins lifts Prince up and tags Ford into the ring. They double team Prince. Ford goes for the cover, but Kid Wilson breaks it up. Kid Wilson on the outside, and Dawkins with a shoulder tackle. In the ring, Ford with a rock bottom. Dawkins is tagging, and Dawkins lifts Prince up on his shoulders as Ford climbs the top rope. Kid Wilson pushed Ford off the top rope. Dawkins distracted as Prince rolled him up and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Free Deli. This tag team match was decent, but the Street Profits been on a losing streak. So we go to commercial break. Charlotte Flair versus Lacey Evans. This was the worst match of the night. This match was terrible. The bell rings. We are underway. Charlotte Flair with a headlock, but Lacey Evans throws her to the ropes, and a shoulder tackle by Charlotte Flair takes Lacey Evans down. Charlotte Flair with a kick to the face, followed by a chop to the chest. She grabs Lacey Evans, but Lacey Evans throws her face first into the turnbuckle. Lacey Evans slams Charlotte Flair onto the mat, and she climbs the second rope. Lacey Evans goes for a moonsault. Charlotte Flair moves out of the way. Lacey Evans lands on her feet and Charlotte Flair slams her face first into the turnbuckle. Charlotte Flair with a throw followed by a big boot to the face. Charlotte Flair with the figure four and into a figure eight as Lacey Evans tap out. The winner of the match, Charlotte Flair. This was the worst match of the night, and this was terrible. Let's move on. Charlotte Flair is still having the figure four. Oscar runs to the ring and kicks Oscar. Kicks Charlotte Flair in the face. Thank God for Oscar stopping Charlotte Flair for doing that. So we go to commercial break. Adam Pearce is on the phone backstage, and in comes Bianca Belair. He asks her what will happen if Oscar or Flair take a shot at Bianca Belair next week while she is at ringside. She said she will defend herself. Adam Pearce says she should, and that is the problem. He says she is banned from ringside, and she needs to trust him, and she will get the chance to challenge the winner after the match face to face. Bianca asks sarcastically, like last time, as she shakes her head and leaves. And I got a bet, and I already know this, and I'm going to see this one coming. Bianca Belair is turning heel. I guarantee you, and I'm calling it straight down the middle, that Bianca Belair is turning heel. And you know that's facts. Alright, so we get the main event of the evening. Solo Sikoa, accompanied by Paul Heyman versus Sheamus. This main event was fun. This was a fun match to watch. The bell rings, we are underway. Sheamus with right hands and uppercut. Solo with right hands, but Sheamus with kicks. Sheamus goes for the bro kick, but Solo rolls to the outside of the ring. Sheamus to the outside and hits Solo with a clothesline. Sheamus stomps on Solo's hand and he throws Solo back into the ring. As Sheamus is getting into the ring, Solo kicks him. Solo with a forearm to the back. Solo with a right hand and he slams Sheamus into the corner. He runs towards Sheamus, but Sheamus kicks him in the face. Sheamus on the top rope and jumps, landing a clothesline on Solo. He goes for the cover, but Solo kicks out. Sheamus with an elbow and kicks followed by a clothesline. Gets Solo on the ring apron. Sheamus on the ring apron as he lifts Solo up, but Solo lands on his feet and pushes Sheamus into the ring post. Sheamus falls onto the outside, and Solo hits him with a Samoan drop. Commercial break. Bathroom commercial. Solo runs towards Sheamus, but Sheamus hits him with a clothesline. Both men to their feet, and Sheamus with another clothesline. Sheamus lifts him up and a body slam onto Solo. Sheamus with an Irish curse backbreaker, and Solo rolls onto the ring apron. Sheamus grabs Solo and hits him with the 10 beats of the veteran. Sheamus goes for the roll kick, but Solo with a super kick. Sheamus leans onto the ropes and hits Solo with a knee to the face. He goes for the cover, but Solo kicks out. Sheamus lifts Solo up and he hits him with the white noise. He goes for the cover, but Solo kicks out. Sheamus lifts Solo up, but Solo lands on his feet and he kicks Sheamus. Solo with a Samoan spike and Sheamus falls to the outside of the ring. Solo to the outside and he slams Sheamus into the announcer table. Solo places Sheamus next to the barricade. Solo runs and slams into Sheamus, breaking the barricade. The referee checks on Sheamus and she calls for the bell. Um, the winner, the winner of the match, Solo Sikoa. This was a fun match to watch. The referee calls for the WWE officials as Solo and stand Paul Heyman stand looking at Sheamus. Melicos runs down as Solo attacks them. Out comes the Usos to the ring. They each hit Solo with a super kick and then they hit him with a double super kick. The Usos climb to the top rope and hit him with the Usos splash as SmackDown goes off the air. And like I said earlier, SmackDown was a solid show, and that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE SmackDown review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on what are your thoughts on WWE SmackDown because it was just a solid show for what it was. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video on YouTube or go live every Sunday and every Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Now, if I don't have nothing to do tomorrow, I will go live on Twitch. That's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, this your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club, too sweet, and I'm out of here. Gang. And shout out to everybody that came to my live stream, man. I had lots of fun with you guys on my live stream yesterday. You guys are awesome, man. And that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here. Gang. Too sweet.